Well, there's some changes to if you deliver on Uber Eats, at least for the markets that I'm going to talk about today. Something just changed if you drive for Uber Eats making deliveries. My name is Mike. I've been doing gig work since 2015, part-time, full-time, and now all I do is help you make money in different side hustles. Uber expanded just in the last 24 hours. There's a lot that's going on this week. Make sure to subscribe. There's a lot of updates in this gig side hustle economy. Just this week alone, the preferred delivery program. What is it? There's brand new qualifications. And yes, what marketplaces are affected? For context, I'm coming to you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's discuss. First, let's discuss just a couple of days ago, okay, at the time of filming this video, October 17th. Look at what came across. I got this email. Let me know in the live chat or the comment section if you got this email as well. Hey, Mike, we noticed over the last few months that you have primarily completed Uber Eats deliveries. I do. I have, maybe like you can comment in the live chat or the comments. Do you primarily do Uber Eats deliveries? Do you do Uber rideshare? Because that's like the benefit of the Uber platform. They have both different verticals. Or do you do like a mixture of both? So I have both. I started with rideshare, but I'm now doing more deliveries. So Uber said, hey, we noticed you're doing more deliveries. Okay. Because of this, we will automatically enroll you, change your Uber Pro status to Uber Eats Pro status on November 1st. What is that? A couple of weeks from now. So since you have the rideshare and delivery platforms, you'll be under Uber Pro if you have both. But for couriers who signed up exclusively for Uber Eats, you're going to have, chances are, Uber Eats Pro. So Uber said, we're going to change it for you. Okay. But don't worry, you can still enjoy the Uber Pro rewards of your status. Your current status will be carried over when your program is switched in just a couple of weeks. But, okay, if you don't want to be switched to Uber Eats Pro, please contact support in the driver app. So you can opt out of being automatically changed so you don't get any more points if you do mobility, because you get points and you get different rewards levels. So look here. Blue level becomes green. Gold is gold, platinum is platinum, and diamond is diamond. So it's only the starting level based on your points. Okay. Sounds easy enough. And here's how you get points as an Uber Eats driver. It is a little different. So you can pause the video if you want to read all of this. I'll leave video chapters in the description for you as well. But there's different tiers, as I mentioned. In this case, green, gold, platinum, and diamond. This article says blue, but for Uber Eats Pro, it is green. And then to earn points, you get 3 points per delivery during lunch, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and then 6 points per delivery for dinner, 5 to 9 p.m., and then any other time you earn just 1 point per delivery. So listen to this. It is 6 times more advantageous to rank up to get points during dinner rush. What does that mean for driver saturation? If they're giving you 6 points versus 1 at any other time, yeah, you get 3 from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. So that's how that works. Uber Eats Pro. But then, just 1 day later, this is literally yesterday, at the time of filming this video, something else came across. Note, let me say again, this was 1 day after getting this notification. Oh, hey, we're going to change your status in a little bit. Just a heads up. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I don't do a lot of mobility anyway. Maybe I'll test it. Hopefully, if I don't opt out instantly, I can still opt out later. They didn't say if I could or not. But I'm like, all right, whatever. But then this came across yesterday. Let me know in the live chat or the comments if you got either of these emails. And as always, I'll be taking your Q&A and response right after this live. Changes to Uber Eats Pro. Reliable deliveries keep our customers coming back to the Uber Eats app. With this goal in mind, we're piloting changes to the Uber Eats Pro program in your city. This was sent directly to me. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you're not in Pittsburgh, that's cool. Look at what's coming here. I'm going to show you there's more. Starting November 1st, couriers who accept more requests, cancel less, and provide reliable service will receive priority access to higher paying deliveries through a new Uber Eats Pro reward called Preferred Deliveries. So if this is the first time that you're hearing about Preferred Deliveries, which by the way, was just announced a couple of weeks ago. Uber announced Preferred Deliveries just a couple of weeks ago and an initial launch, and look at what's already happening in like 2 weeks. I got this email. We will also be updating their criteria for achieving gold, platinum, and diamond status, including introducing acceptance rate as a new criteria for eligibility. Does this sound familiar? So what's happening is they put me on Uber Eats Pro, and they'll do the same to you if you got that email. And then they're adding in acceptance rating to the criteria of this feature under Uber Eats Pro called Preferred Deliveries. What do you get with Preferred Deliveries? You get, quote, priority access to higher paying deliveries. What does that sound like to you? It sounds like this. It sounds verbatim to priority access to higher paying offers. What you're looking at right now is Dasher Rewards, launched around Q2 2023. That it is also based on acceptance rating, and it is based on tiers as well. And higher tiers get priority, and then more priority, and then top priority. You can see there for platinum level, this is DoorDash getting you higher paying offers. This is exactly like Dasher Rewards. Now, this is the criteria here in Pittsburgh. This may vary based on market. It does, vary based on market. So the last time I checked, this is the tier levels on DoorDash's Dasher Rewards. Silver, gold, and platinum. There's a 50% acceptance rate, which means you need a 50% acceptance rate just to get silver and start to get the first level of priority to higher paying orders. And you can see respectively gold and platinum. So going back to Uber and Uber Eats, what's changing? Let me show you what's changing. Again, my name is Mike. All I do here is help you make money in different side hustles. This just broke in the last 24 hours. There's a change and an expansion to Preferred Deliveries. Let me show you what's changing. And look at the date here. This is directly from Uber's blog, October 1st. So Uber just announced like 2.5 weeks ago this whole Preferred Deliveries. And now we already have an expansion. Let me show you what marketplaces are affected. If you appreciate me bringing this to you first, drop a like on this video. We'd love to have you as a team member here. Consider subscribing. Again, all I do is help you make money in different side hustles. So look at what's said. Reliable deliveries keep customers coming back, like we just read. With this goal in mind, we're piloting changes to Uber Eats Pro program in select cities. Okay. Same verbiage as that email. Couriers who accept more. So the more you accept, the less you cancel as far as accepting something and then dropping it, then you'll receive priority access. Okay. We're going to go over this in this video. Don't worry. What are higher paying deliveries? Like, is it like $1.50 a mile? Is it like $2 a mile? Is it $10+ orders? Right. So we're going to go over that, what Uber's definition of that is. And then of course, the expansion here. Let's continue. We will be updating the criteria, like I just mentioned. The pilot will launch. Let me get out of the way here. The pilot will launch on the following dates in the select markets. So October 14th, just launched Salt Lake City. New marketplaces include Atlanta, Central Atlantic Coast. Okay, sure. Cleveland, Dallas, Orlando, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, folks. I'm getting this in 2 weeks? On November 1st. Just about 2 weeks. Raleigh, Durham, Savannah, Hilton Head, San Antonio, and St. Louis. Please let me know in the live chat or in the comments, are you in one of these affected marketplaces? Because I am. So if you're in any of these marketplaces, or even if you're not, pay attention to this. Do I go back to let's go back to the presentation here, to that email that initially said, if I don't want to be switched to Uber Eats Pro, I can contact support, right? Because Preferred Deliveries is a program within Uber Eats Pro. The problem is, even if you say, no, I'm going to do both, or just keep me on whatever point system for both mobility and delivery. If it's coming to Pittsburgh, if I switch to Uber Pro and I wasn't opted in to this whatever Preferred Deliveries, that's assuming number one, Preferred Deliveries is only on Uber Eats Pro. That might not be the case. We'll see. If you're in Salt Lake City, let us know what you're seeing. You can always send any screenshots to info@yourdrivermike.com to let us know how that's going if you're in Salt Lake City. But my point is, even if I opt out of Uber Eats Pro and I say, keep me on Uber Pro, well, there's other drivers that are on this new Uber Eats Pro on Preferred Deliveries, it's called, based on acceptance rating. So even if I opt out, then those couriers are still getting the priority access to higher paying orders. And that is the issue with Dasher rewards as well. You can be like, I'm not increasing my acceptance rate. Mike, you showed me it was like a crazy number, right? 50% acceptance rate or 70% acceptance rate. You can see on the left side there. I'm not doing that. I'm not going for Dasher rewards. That's fine. I did it. You can watch a video on that and my numbers on that. But then you're fourth in line for priority to the higher paying offers. That's what I said. It's not a great program. So going back to this, these are the marketplaces. One more time, November 1st. Atlanta, you're getting Preferred Deliveries. Central Atlantic Coast, curious what that entails. Cleveland, Dallas, Orlando, here in Pittsburgh, Raleigh, Durham, Savannah, Hilton Head, San Antonio, and St. Louis. Okay, so if I accept more and cancel less, then I'll get access to these benefits. And I'll be prioritized over the other tiers, below my tier if I'm higher. Now, here's a criteria because I'll take a look. I'll take a look at this new criteria. Because remember, there's two things. There's Preferred Deliveries, number one, but then there's the criteria to get Preferred Deliveries. And they've added acceptance rating. So if it's 50, 70, 70 for DoorDash, what is Uber? Here's what we got. And I talked about this when this was initially launched. I'll leave the initial launch in a pinned comment. And I love the wording to help ease you into the new acceptance rate criteria. We're making the changes in two phases. So when it launches in your market, so here in Pittsburgh, November 1st, I will need to accept 30% of prospective offers to get tier one of priority to higher paying offers, which is gold. What is my current acceptance rate, you might ask? Let me check for you. So the way to do this is open up your Uber driver app. And I believe it is, yes. Click on the top left 3-line menu. Click on your profile picture. And you're going to be impressed here. Do I already qualify at 30%? I am at a healthy 8%. I'm at an 8% acceptance rating. Excuse me as I hit my mic. Currently. So I would have to bump that up to 30% to get gold. Oh, wait, hold on. 50% for platinum and diamond. That's just on launch. On December 1st, the new acceptance rate criteria will be bumped up another 20%, 50% for gold, and 70% for platinum and diamond. Does that sound similar to anything? Yeah, it's exactly like Dasher rewards. 50, 70, 70, tier 1, 2, 3. 50, 70, 70, tier gold, platinum, diamond, tier 1, 2, 3. You know, it really is astounding. And I've asked these companies to organically improve something for drivers, different pay options. Actually, DoorDash just announced a new earnings type. You can watch that video after this one to see what DoorDash just announced. And it is something organically new, but programs like this and responses like this are not. It's a carbon copy of DoorDash's Dasher Rewards program. So as someone, let me get you my initial verdict, and then I want to get your response to this expansion. Again, if you're just joining, here's the expansion. Here's the initial market. Here's the current markets that were just announced yesterday. So to ask 30 and 50 to start, and then 50, 77 at launch on December, it's a big ask. And it's going to be the same feeling as DoorDash. If you're out there dashing, you can let me know in the live chat or the comments. It's going to simply feel like you have less control. And that's kind of how I felt under Dasher Rewards, even not going for it, because probably statistically you're missing out on some higher paying offers, because who's getting it? It's the Dasher Rewards dashers. So on an AR acceptance rate, an AR-based platform, which is going to be preferred deliveries, call it what you will, it's the same thing. Then if I'm driving, I feel like, well, it's always the what if. I mean, it's the FOMO. It's like, well, what higher paying offers am I missing out on? Speaking of, let's see how they define higher paying offers. And here's the requirements if you want to see the requirements. So when it starts, new acceptance rate requirement is going to be 30% for gold, 50, and then 50 for diamond. There's also completion rate, cancellation rates, requirements, the same kind of thing as, completion rates. They call it, what do they call it here? Satisfaction rate, a la completion rate with DoorDash. So you can check that out here if you want to pause the video. But here's what higher paying offers are. But first, let's take a look at the fine print here. For markets not in the pilot program, check the Uber Eats Pro Hub. That's when you go into your little menu there. It says Uber Eats Pro or Uber Pro. So you can see your own market eligibility if you do have this. So here we go. Gold, platinum, and diamond couriers get priority access to higher paying deliveries on Uber Eats restaurants deliveries as compared to green couriers. Green is like the standard level. Think of blue just on Uber Pro, like the standard level, right? Here's the definition. The determination of higher paying deliveries is based on expected payments as determined at the time the customer places the order and is inclusive of tip designated by the customer at time the order is placed. Priority access is not a guarantee of higher earnings or the amount of delivery requests eligible couriers will receive. So they're not going to guarantee you're going to even earn more, which I get. They can't guarantee earnings, but they're also not going to guarantee the volume of orders, the amount of delivery requests that you're going to receive. How do you feel about that? Tips are subject to customer discretion, rights, and may change post-delivery. Correct. So, but here's what is most important right here. The determination is based on the expected payment when the customer places it, including the tip. That is pretty similar to DoorDash. It's just typically a higher paying offer is going to mean a higher customer tip typically in 2024-25, because it is base pay, the company's contribution, it is promotional pay, any challenges, surge, peak pay, or whatever the platform has, bonus pay, and then the customer tip. The promotional pay. The promotional pay is harder to come by, to say it lightly. It's harder to come by surge pay, challenges, quests, peak pay. Although I do feel like DoorDash is still offering more bonus pay, anecdotal, than Uber Eats. But from what I've seen, higher paying offers are typically a higher customer tip. So I guess what that means for you is, in your marketplace, do you feel like a lot of customers are tipping? If you have a marketplace where you feel like customers are not tipping, then that might hurt you even more. Because you're thinking, well, I don't have a lot of high paying offers if high paying offers are coming from customer tips. You may already be struggling with bonus pay. So to summarize, and then I want to get your thoughts here. So a few things changed today. So firstly, going back to our presentation here, initially, just like 2 days ago, drivers got an email that said, hey, we're changing your rewards classification. The next day, drivers got this email, hey, we're making changes and it's coming to your city. What is coming to your city? You can go to the support article. I'll leave it linked in the description that talk about preferred deliveries. It is giving you access to higher paying deliveries, but doing so by adding an acceptance rate in part. That is very similar to Dasher Rewards. There's the new markets. Last time, and then I'm going to take your questions right now. And I encourage you to drop a like on this video if you appreciate me bringing this to you first. My name is Mike. All I do here is help you make money in different side hustles. I've been doing this gig work since 2015, and I'm very curious what you want to say. If you want to listen to all Q&As of all of our most recent lives, then I encourage you to click that join button down below by joining as a channel member and getting those behind the scenes. I post members only behind the scenes content on our community tab. Last time, November 1st, the following markets are getting preferred deliveries: Atlanta, Central Atlantic Coast, Cleveland, Dallas, Orlando, here in Pittsburgh, Raleigh, Durham, Savannah, Hilton Head, San Antonio, and St. Louis. So what do you think of the preferred delivery program expansion?